Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tracing Japan's humanoid robotics ecosystem, literally going from the early pioneers of motion all the way to today's heavy-duty industrial lifters. Because, let's face it, when you think of advanced humanoid robotics, Japan is undeniably right at the center of the map. They're home to some of the absolute most advanced research labs and companies in the world. It's this massive, interconnected ecosystem. We're talking artificial intelligence, mobility, industrial automation, healthcare, companionship. And yes, even those astonishingly realistic androids. It's a completely comprehensive approach to creating machines that actually work alongside us. So let's dive right in. 7. While this whole robotics ecosystem is absolutely vast, there are exactly 7 major giants leading this massive technological charge in Japan today. 7. These organizations are the pillars defining the global standard for what robots can actually do, and more importantly, how they integrate into human society. We're going to look closely at these giants today to understand exactly how they're shaping all of our futures. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the pioneer of motion. Next up, social and emotional companions, followed by entering the uncanny valley. Then we'll cover healing and human augmentation, and finally, the heavy industrial lifters. All right, part 1, the pioneer of motion. So Honda's legendary ASIMO remains a hugely influential humanoid robot. And you have to remember, mastering human-like walking and running, that wasn't just some cool physical trick. Solving that kind of dynamic balance was a massive, massive engineering hurdle. But once they nailed it, it paved the way for stair climbing, voice and face recognition, and advanced mobility assistance. ASIMO wasn't just a fun tech demo you'd see at a trade show. Mastering these foundational steps literally inspired the development of modern humanoid robots all over the world. It really was the spark. Moving on to part 2, social and emotional companions. Now, SoftBank's Pepper essentially made humanoid robots popular in public spaces. You've probably seen it. Equipped with emotion recognition, it's totally tailored for retail and hospitality services, making it easily one of the most recognizable social humanoids globally. But contrast that with engineered art's Mecha, which is pushing the boundaries of highly expressive facial features and nuanced AI conversation demos. It's fascinating, right? They're basically taking 2 totally different paths to the exact same goal, which is just making us humans feel comfortable talking to a machine. Which brings us to part 3, entering the uncanny valley. Okay, so Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro and Osaka University are using these ultra-realistic Geminoid androids to actually research the uncanny valley. You know, that strange psychological threshold where a robot looks so astonishingly human, it just kind of evokes an eerie feeling. Yeah, that's the uncanny valley. And these incredibly realistic telepresence androids are absolutely vital for understanding human-machine psychology. Because honestly, before we can even think about putting human-looking robots in every home or office, we really have to understand exactly how the human brain is going to react to them. All right, part 4, healing and human augmentation. So Toyota is actually a massive player in assistive robotics. Their THR3, for instance, focuses on remote-controlled humanoids, which allows tasks to be performed from literally miles away. Meanwhile, their human support robot is dedicated to elderly care, which is obviously a critical need in modern society. They also deploy partner robots specifically for rehabilitation support. It's pretty amazing stuff. Toyota is really proving that the future of caregiving is going to heavily involve robotic assistance. Now, when you look into human augmentation, one company's name really stands out, Cyberdyne, Inc. And the origin of that name? It's actually a pretty surprising piece of trivia in this space. Any guesses? Believe it or not, it was actually inspired by the fictional AI system in the Terminator movies. I know, right? It's a fantastic bit of tasteful sci-fi humor from the founders. But hey, despite the super intimidating origins of the name, Cyberdyne's actual mission is healing. They focus on wearable humanoid robotics and augmentation systems. Their core technology, which is called the HAL exoskeleton, is used for medical rehabilitation, human strength augmentation, and assistive robotics. So they are literally building wearable robots to give people their physical strength back. Pretty incredible, right? And finally, part 5, the heavy industrial lifters. Kawasaki Heavy Industries is taking all that delicate technology of humanoids and applying it directly to heavy industrial applications with their Kaleido humanoid. This thing specializes in industrial assistance, remote operation, and heavy-duty robotics, all powered by advanced AI mobility systems. The crucial takeaway here is that when an environment is just too dangerous, or maybe a payload is just way too heavy for a human worker, humanoids like Kaleido are being designed to step right in and take over the heavy lifting safely. It's a total game changer for industrial safety. And the crazy thing is, this ecosystem is just incredibly dense. Beyond the primary players we've talked about, groups like AIST, FANUC, and Mitsubishi Electric are out there driving industrial automation. Meanwhile, you've got consumer electronics legends like Panasonic and Sony, the creator of the famous Aibo robot dog, along with Murata Manufacturing and their perfectly synchronized cheerleaders robot. It's wild. It really just highlights the sheer depth and variety of robotics talent concentrated in Japan right now. So we have covered a massive amount of ground today, right? From Honda's early steps to Kawasaki's heavy lifters and even the healing exoskeletons of Cyberdyne. So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. Which robotic future, the social companion, the physical augment, or the industrial laborer will actually impact your everyday life first? Because looking at this incredible ecosystem, that future is arriving way, way sooner than you might think. Thanks so much for joining this explainer. Keep learning, and we'll see you next time.